dodge this? Ah!
Let's do this!
Executing Eruption Edge.
Release!
I'm on fire! Here we go! Can you dodge this? Yeah! I want to transform! No use. How good job there, everyone! Here I come! I won't let you escape! Go!
Let's do this! Here I
Executing
come!
Eruption Edge.
Taste my power! That hurt!
Ready to see my true power? Can you dodge this? Yeah! I want to transform! No use. I'll handle this! I got it! My turn! There's true power! There's no
Here's the spring water. They say one sip is enough to cure any sickness.
Hey! I could totally sell this! Mind if I grab a few liters?
There's obviously only like a cupful of the stuff.
Then maybe I can sell it by the drop. Would that have the same effect? I want to make sure people are getting their money's worth.
Just sell literally anything else. Anything. We need to make sure we have enough to make the remedy.
Man, you're so selfish. Hey guys! Something's coming this way!
Sorry, Harley wrote a note here. The miracle water is deep in the territory of a ferocious monster, so be careful.
Why didn't you mention that earlier?
We can't do anything about it now. Soji, to battle!
Yes, Pippin?
Whatever. Bajas, get the water. We'll take care of this.
You got it. Be careful out there.
All right, let's get fired up! My turn. Search for Roaring Thunder! Don't worry, I can still fight. Use this! Ready, color? Executing! Lightning! My turn! Can you dodge this? Ah!
Let's do this.
Here I come! Eruption Edge!
Taste my power. That hurt.
Not
How
yet.
foolish.
Their eyes!
Their eyes transformation complete.
All right, let's go!
I'm ready. Keep control. Go!
Get ready! Here I
Executing
come!
Eruption Edge.
What?
My turn. I won't let you escape. Go! Next. Here we go.
Executing!
Third floor. Roaring Thunder.
Get ready!
Care to see my true power?
Let's do this! Here I
Executing
come!
Eruption Edge.
Taste my power! Yes, that hurt! Next!
Good job, everyone.
It doesn't look like you got very much.
I collected as much as I could.
Whoa, hey! Lola, what the heck are you doing? I thought if I started digging, maybe we could get a little more.
Knock it off! You might cover the spring and ensure that no miracle water flows ever again.
Let me go! This is a perfect business opportunity! Capitalism at work!
Keep her just like that, Soji. She becomes a different person when money's involved.
Understood. I will keep a tight grip on her.
Harley, we're back!
Hey, welcome back! How'd it go?
Complete success! We got everything you asked for.
Oh, that's great! I had a pretty successful harvest myself.
Harvest?
I went to see Apollonius and got my hands on an empty bottle of that Septarian wine. I analyzed what little wine was left, and I uncovered something quite terrifying.
What is it?
Based on my analysis, it isn't wine at all. It's a highly addictive substance, almost like a drug.
What?
1 or 2 sips and you get a sense of power and exhilaration. But regular consumption leads to complete debilitation.
Wait. Is that the same stuff they're selling at the Justice Society's church? Because everyone in town is drinking that stuff. And just about everyone took out loans to even have the money to afford it.
I went ahead and looked into that too. It looks like the mass production version isn't nearly as concentrated, but it's still acting like a drug. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more cases like Apollonius's cropping up in the future.
Look, that's not okay.
Sherman, you son of a bitch! Don't you have any shame? Putting drugs in people's drinks. There's some things you just don't do. If we let this slide, eventually it will end up in our curry. And our sushi!
Father, if you knew about this, would you still call it justice? Even seeing people chained to such addiction. No! I simply can't accept this. No sane person could call this justice!
They've gone too far. I'll destroy the Septarian Club with my own 2 hands! Harley, you think you can make that remedy you were talking about?
Well, let's see. If I use the fairy flower as a base and combine the materials you brought me, I think the remedy should be remarkably potent. But this remedy was designed with alcoholism in mind. I have no idea how effective it'll be against an actual chemical agent.
You can figure it out, right? I mean, that's your whole thing.
Maybe if I had a bigger sample size for the wine, I could develop a more effective compound.
So you think we should just go all in and buy as much wine as we can?
Don't be stupid. Do you want to wind up like Apollonius?
Obviously, I wouldn't drink it, duh. I'd use it to come up with a better remedy.
Are you sure? I can totally see you saying something like, "One sip can't hurt," and then you gulp it all down.
How stupid do you think I am?
Instead of jumping through all these hoops, why don't we just destroy their means of production?
Are you suggesting we infiltrate their base of operations?
Not their base, necessarily. They must have a wine factory or something, right? Somewhere with a lot of wine?
I see. Very intriguing. Cut the evil out at the root and protect the common man from himself. 2 birds with 1 stone!
So, Lola, do you have any information about a wine factory or something?
But of course! And considering the circumstances, I'll give you a huge discount.
You're giving us a discount? What's next? I get struck by lightning?
Come on, I'm not completely heartless. I'm trying to help here. Besides, I didn't say it would be completely free.
Yeah, true. You're still asking for money. Boy, that was close. I almost thought you were a good person for a second there.
Well then, from now on, Bajas and I will be traveling along with you.
Whoa! You're finally gonna come with us, huh?
Sure. You're gonna need me at some point. I figure it'll be better if I'm already out there with you.
Plus, I get to indulge in Bajas' cooking every day from here on out!
You bring me the ingredients and I'll make you anything you want.
Nice! Alright, let's have one more feast to raise our spirits before we set out on our raid!
That's really all you care about, isn't it?
So this is where they make the wine, huh?
All things considered, the security seems pretty lax.
Maybe it's a holiday or something. They gotta get a few days off, right?
I doubt we'd be so lucky.
Whatever the reason, it's a good thing. This should make it easy for me to get a sample.
Yeah, true. While we're at it, why don't we get crazy and smash this place up? That'll help me digest some of this food, too.
You just couldn't stop eating until the second we had to leave, could you?
If you can eat, you should eat. That's what I always say. Okay, guys, let's go!
I'm not sure if Fang cares about anything other than eating.
for justice! Suffer no evil for justice!
Curses! Care to see my true power? Keep control! Go!
Oh!
Let's do this!
Executing Corruption Edge.
Release!
Third Force, Roaring Thunder! Here we go! Foolish. Eat this!
Solar mode!
My turn. Executing. Peace out. Bam! My turn. There. Curses. What?
Not yet!
Curses. My turn. I'm gonna do it next. Are you ready?
New data?
Fire! Ha!
Get ready! Ha! Slash! Next! Get out of here!
Level up! Another step towards my power hazard.
Yes! Yes! Yeah! 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 Yes!
Hey, Fang. Don't you think this is kind of strange? This factory belongs to the Septurian Club, right? But we didn't have any trouble getting in.
That's a good point. Even if it were a holiday, you would expect them to have a few staff members on hand.
Hell if I care. If it's a trap, it's a trap. We'll just have to crush that trap. More importantly, Harley, how's the wine? Can you use it for your analysis?
Sorry, it's no good. Everything I'm seeing is the cheap, mass-produced stuff. The stuff Apollonius was drinking had a much higher concentration. Of course, the vintage on the label is a complete lie.
Okay, then let's keep looking. Yes! Yeah! Yeah! What's up?
Look at this, Bang. These labels refer to a 20-year-old vintage. Just like what Apollonius was drinking. It's the same concentration, I'm sure of it. If I can bring some of this back with me, I should be able to do a fairly accurate analysis.
Glad to hear it. Then let's grab a few bottles and head back.
I do apologize, but our particular club does not allow for takeout. Or bring in, for that matter.
Who the hell are you?
Is
this where I say it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. My name is Junon. I suppose you could say I'm the Septarian Club's general manager.
The Septarian Club?
So you're Fang the Heretic. I've heard a lot about you. You've caused quite a bit of vexation among our other members, thanks to your interference. I like to think we're fairly tolerant, but we can no longer forgive the outrage you've caused. I'm afraid we need you to disappear now.
Death to the heretics! For the purity of justice!
So it really was a trap.
Bring it on! I refuse to lose to this trash!
Let's make this interesting.
For justice! Suffer no evil!
I'm ready! I won't let you escape! Go!
Oh!
Let's do this!
Executing Eruption Edge.
Release!
Here we go! Eat this!
Justice is...
Measurements complete!
Is that the best you got? What's so funny?
You heretics are fools. There's a time bomb here within the factory.
What?
We've already activated the detonator, and all the doors in the wine cellar can only be opened from the outside.
You know, I just realized that lady from before totally disappeared.
The doors are shut tight. They must be locked from the other side.
What? But then all of you!
We're willing to die for the purity of justice. All hail the Septarian Club!
They would shed their own allies on a win? Those Septarians are monsters!
What should we do? If they're telling the truth, this place could explode at any moment.
Soji, have you heard from them?
No, not yet. They should have arrived by now. But
They were supposed to be our ace in the hole.
Hey, what are you talking about? Who's they? Damn it! Here it comes!
Oh no, that was me. You! Ah, just in time! What? So you're ace in the hole? We can talk about it later. We need to get out of here. It could explode at any second.
Okay! Whew, that was close.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting you two to show up. Pippin got in touch with us, and we've been observing things from afar. I'm just glad we made it in time.
But I don't get it. In our world, these two were...
When I arrived in this new world, these were the first two I happened upon. Much like before, they were making a living on indiscriminate assassination. But I sat them down and made them realize that their line of work was especially dangerous. After that, I simply had to whip them into shape. And I was quite thorough, believe me. First was classical ethics and justice, up until current philosophical thought.
it's a long story. So to summarize, Ethel can now converse normally, thanks to Pippin's teachings.
Oh, that's right! In our old world, all Echo could say was kill, kill, kill! I don't say that anymore. I've learned that there is joy to be found outside of battle.
Oh yeah? Like, what kind of joy?
Hey, what are you...
Something smells good. Something in your pockets.
Huh? Oh, you mean like cookies? These are my emergency rations. You want them?
Yes. Pippin taught Ethel the joy of eating. She's especially fond of sweet things. Bajas, you think you could give her one? I don't have any sweets on me currently.
Sure, I don't mind. They did save us after all. Here you go.
So sweet. So happy.
What the hell, Bajas? I didn't know you were holding. Share the wealth, man.
Calm down. Like I said, they're emergency rations.
Don't be so stingy.
I must must admit, I'm glad to have a first-class fencer on our side. As you say, she was once a true professional.
What's wrong, Lola? Well, it was my intel that got us all into trouble. I just feel kinda bad.
Wow, you actually feel remorse, huh? I figured you'd just be like, that's just the cost of doing business and not give a crap.
I would never do that. I always give a crap about my business.
Then perhaps you should make sure your product descriptions are more accurate in the future. If you lose the public's trust, there are no second chances.
I know.
Anyway, let's head back for now. I'm very excited to analyze the wine we've obtained.